A fresh morning to everyone gathered here. On this special occasion, on behalf of Shriram Engineering College, I feel much delighted to welcome you all for webinar on financial empowerment through wealth creation, organized by School of Management Studies. Every day is a chance to begin again. Don't focus on the failures of yesterday. Start today with positive thoughts and inspiration. I feel much delighted to call upon Monica Devi ma'am, lecturer of School of Management Studies, to deliver the welcome address.
Good morning, everyone. It gives me an immense pleasure to deliver the welcome address on this great day. I welcome the management people of Jai Shriram Groups of Institution, our Chancellor and Vice Chancellor, who witnessed the future of our nation today. I extend my warm welcome to our Principal, Dr. C. Ramesh Kumar Sir, Administrative Officer, Dr. Anbar Sir, Dean HOD Ma'am, Dr. P. Meghla Devi, School of Management, who support us in all our endeavors. Now, it's my immense pleasure to welcome our chief guest, who is the presenter of the day. I welcome you, sir. I extend my warm welcome to our faculty members of our department. I welcome you, ma'am and sir. Last but not the least, I request a warm welcome to all our student friends for the Financial Empowerment Through Wealth Creation, a webinar. Once again, I extend my warm welcome to one and everyone present here today. Thank you.
Madam?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, next, ma'am.
Ma'am, I request our Dean, Dr. P. Meghla Devi, ma'am, to address the gathering. Thank you, ma'am.
Yes, thank you. Most respected principal, respected administrative officer, respected Suryakant Sharma sir, respected Zabzar Agamat sir, my dear faculty members, and my dear student friends. Happy morning to one and all present here. We are very happy to organize this national level webinar on financial empowerment through wealth creation. For this, all the participants who has interestingly came over here to listen to this particular topic. Actually, it is need of the hour, and our economic growth is based on 50% on the wealth creation. So, my dear students and all the participants, kindly make use of this wonderful opportunity in listening to this great seminar. And this juncture, I extend a heartfelt thanks to Suryakant Sharma sir, senior consultant from AMFI and former DGM of SEBI. He is having ample experience over this field and hope he'll give more exposure to our students. And thank you, moderator Shabzar Ahmed sir, for making this program happen in our campus. And I feel that this program will give more ideas and knowledge about the SEBI and how to get wealth creation and how to make themselves financially strong in this arena. Now, this is a wonderful opportunity for you all. Kindly make use of this opportunity, and thanks for making this program in our campus on Jai Shriram. On behalf of Jai Shriram Engineering College and School of Management Studies, I extend again a warm welcome to one and all present here. Thank you for this opportunity.
Thank you, ma'am. I cordially welcome Monica Devi, ma'am, to deliver the chief guest profile.
A very pleasant morning to
Yes,
one and all
profile.
present here. I am proudly and profoundly delighted to take an opportunity to address our chief guest profile today. Suryakant Sharma is a commerce graduate and a master's in law with a specialization in corporate law. He is also a chartered associate in Indian Institute of Banking and Finance. Shri Sharma sir has over experience of 35 years in banking and finance and security markets and has served in leading financial institutions, hereafter in the Department of Financial Services, Ministry of Finance, Government of India, and finally SEBI. Shri Sharma joined the Security and Exchange Board of India in the year of 2003 and served there for more than 15 years and has served in different departments of SEBI. Lastly, in addition to the other assignments, he has DGM in charge of Office of an Investor Awareness and Education in SEBI Northern region for more than 5 years. Shri Sharma is also a member of working groups of NCERT for developing occasional courses on mutual funds for the student of 11th and 12th standard. Shri Sharma also mentor of a few NGOs working for a financial literacy and investors awareness in the country. Under his supervision, more than 15,000 financial literacy and investor awareness programs were conducted across the northern India, and he himself has addressed as a guest speaker in more than 600 international investor awareness programs. After super annotations from SEBI in the year of 2019, he has joined the Association of Mutual in India, AMFI, an apex body of mutual fund in India, a senior consultant, Northern India. It's honored for me to introduce such a great person. Now, I request I now request Suryakant Sharma sir to take the rest of the day. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Dr. Monica. I am very much thankful to all of you, particularly the Dean of the MBA department, Dr. P. Mangala Devi, and your principal, and all the core team members of the organizing committee of this program. I am also thankful to all the participants, particularly your students and your faculty members who have spared time to join for this program. One request, Dr. Monica, I will like to make to all of you. At least 4 or 5 videos should be on from the core team members, particularly you and Dean MBA, and those who are the core members of the faculty of the organizing team. I would be very happy if their videos are on, so that I feel connected that we are talking to somebody. If all videos are off, you will appreciate that sometime a feeling creeps into whom we are talking to. So please keep 4 or 5 videos on. Thank you very much. 2 3 things I want to make it very clear before I start my session. This program is from Association of Mutual Fund in India, which is an apex body of mutual funds in India. But please note it, this is not a mutual fund marketing event or a promotional event. Dr. Monica, it is purely an investor awareness program. And there are 2 categories of investors. One category who are already earner like you.
Okay, sir.
And other category of investors, your students who are not yet started earning, but they are going to earn very soon. They are potential investors. So I will try to make justification to both categories of investors. I will try to make it interesting. And please don't take it otherwise. I will keep taking your name again and again during my session. So then I can connect through you with all the participants. That's the only purpose. Secondly, since this program is for the participants, I will be very happy if at least your students can have one pen and notebook with them, so that they can note down anything they found, new idea or new information in the program. because Dr. Monica, you will agree with me that we wouldn't be having much time to discuss all the details of the program. So I will be very brief. I will be very brief on most of the topics, but now every information is available on Google and website. So you can explore, your students can explore those information through Google and websites if they are interested. Thirdly, and lastly, I would be very happy if more and more questions come from the participants, because that will be a reflection that they have taken interest in the subject, they have interest in the subject, and they have got a lot of questions, doubts or queries on the subject. So I will welcome all of you to please put your questions in the chat box. Dr. Monica will take care of those questions when my session is over. And after my session is over, we will make the town hall open. Anybody can just raise hand and ask the question directly as well.
Sure,
one more thing I want to make it clear, that I will try to make this session as simple as I can. I will not try to make it a technical session. I will not to make it using a lot of financial jargons. That is not my purpose. My purpose is to connect with the participants. And I am also a student. We are all students. We are throughout our life, we have to be student if we want to learn more. So I will try to make my session as simple as I can.
Sure, sir. We are very happy about it, and hopefully, as you are expecting, it will be more interactive, and students, as myself, as well as everybody, will be taking notes also, sir. I give you that assurance, and thank you for making it very simple and very understandable too.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Dean MBA Professor P. Mangala Devi has given as a topic of financial empowerment through wealth creation. Now, two words you have used in the topic, Dr. Monica. One is financial empowerment and second is wealth creation. And I feel personally that what financial empowerment is. Financial empowerment simply means that we should have money when we need it. That is financial empowerment. And what is wealth creation? My dear participants, simply speaking, wealth creation is nothing but a process where my money should also earn money for me. And that is equally important, Monica ma'am, because typically what happens, people are more concentrate on the aspect of earning money through salary, through business, through professions. But the second aspect of the money, which I feel is equally important, is that how my money should earn money for me. And I keep telling in my session, my dear participant, that your money, earning money for you is your third child. If you have two children, then money earning money is your third child, in the sense that your third child, your two child may ditch you sometime, but the third child which never ditch you, they will always be at your disposal, provided you take care of him or her very, very carefully at the beginning of the career, So financial empowerment is simply the need of money. And now tell me, Monica ma'am, why we are so passionate about the money? Why we are all passionate about? We want money, we want more money, we want more and more money. Why it is so? Because I feel that, and you might have heard one adage, that money is not God, but money is not less than God. पैसा भगवान नहीं है, लेकिन भगवान से कम भी नहीं है. अच्छा, ये हम सब जानते हैं. Because money is very, very important in our life. Because most of the things in our life can be done with the help of money only. अगर पैसा नहीं है तो हम कुछ भी नहीं कर सकते. That is why money is very important in our life. And now, when we think about the importance of money, can you tell me what money gives us? Dr. Monica, can you tell me what you think about what money gives
sir.
us?
Money gives a material happiness, sir,
Okay, okay.
and helps for the good standard of living of a people.
Very right, very right. You are
Today.
near the point which I wanted to make here.
Yeah.
Monica ma'am, money gives us prosperity. And prosperity includes three things. First is taking care of my basic needs. Money should first take care of my basic needs. Roti, kapda, makan. This is the basic need of every human being. So money should first take care of our basic needs. But once our basic needs are met, then my mind goes far. And what my mind thinks then, I should have now some comfort. I should have good house. I should have vehicle, 4-wheeler at home. My house should be equipped with all the appliances, all this. So I want comfort up once my basic needs are met. When my comfort needs are met, then what my mind says?
Luxurious one.
Exactly. Then I think of luxury. Monica ma'am will like to have chartered plane standing in front of her house. Naturally, it is very natural. We all think about luxuries also when our comforts are met. So money gives us basic needs, comfort, and luxuries. And in compositely speaking, money gives us prosperity. But Monica ma'am, you might agree with me or not, but one thing is there. Money also gives us one more aspect apart from prosperity. And what is that? Money also gives us security. Money also gives us, when we have plenty of money, one fine morning when Monica ma'am will have 100 crore in her bank account, she will feel secure. No, Baba, no problem at all. Now I have got 100 crore in my bank account. If anything happens to me, I can manage that problem with the money. That is, money also gives us security. But Monica ma'am, you were smiling when I told that Monica ma'am will have 100 crore in her bank account. Because we all know very clearly that we middle class, salary class person wouldn't be having 100 crore at least from the service. This is the fact of our life. So now the question arises, how we can feel security in our life. And Monica ma'am, I feel that every individual first think about the security, then he should or she should think about prosperity. So security should get preference, priority, and prosperity can come after security. So now how we can have security? This is the first valid question for all of us. How a middle class, salary class person have security even when we don't have plenty of money in our bank account? Yes, now I want to tell all of you, we all can develop security for ourselves and for our family, provided we do these three things in our life at the beginning of our career, when you start earning. And your students may also note it down when they start earning. They should do these three things in the first or second year of their earning. And what these three things are? The first and foremost thing which we should all do when you start your career and earning money, Dr. Monica, is we should have adequate life insurance cover. Every person who is earner must have life insurance cover. Now tell me, what is the purpose of life insurance cover, Dr. Monica, in our life? The purpose is very simple, that our life is pretty uncertain. Today we are talking to each other, or of course through
can answer, ma'am.
Of course through this digital format only, but we can see each other. But Monica ma'am, are you sure about tomorrow? Nobody is sure about tomorrow. What will happen?
Sure, sir.
Nobody is
Not
sure
even
about
the next moment.
Absolutely. So we are not sure about tomorrow. That uncertainty, and rather that fear, always keep in our mind. And not only in our mind, Monica ma'am, in the minds of my family. It is more so when I am the sole earner of the family, because only I am the earning member of the family. My family is totally dependent upon me. Things are going very well. My children are getting education. Everything is going well. But if something happens tomorrow to me and I am not available to them, what will happen to them? How they will manage their monthly affairs? How will manage their education of the children? This is a very, very important question we always have in our mind. That's the purpose of life insurance cover, that in case I am not available to my family tomorrow because of death or any permanent disability, at least my family will get a good amount in life insurance cover, through which they can manage their not only monthly affairs, but also take care of their family obligations as well. That is the purpose of taking life insurance cover. And that is the necessity of taking life insurance cover. And Monica ma'am, most of the people who are earner do take life insurance cover. You might have taken, I don't know whether you have taken cover or not, but most of us do take life insurance cover. But unfortunately, most of the salary class person take life insurance cover just as a token. Token means the sense 5 lakh, 10 lakh, 20 lakh life insurance cover. But that is grossly inadequate. Mind it. That is grossly inadequate in the sense that in case something happens to me, that small amount is not going to serve the purpose for which life insurance cover has been taken. So my request is kindly take adequate life insurance cover. And what is the definition of adequate life insurance cover? I just share you one simple formula. Your life insurance cover should be minimum 10 times of your annual income. Your life insurance cover should be minimum 10 times of your income. Suppose Dr. Monica, your monthly income is 20 lakhs. Suppose. Then ideally speaking, you should take life insurance cover of not less than 2 crore rupees. Have you taken that level of cover? I don't think you have taken. From your face, I can make out you have not taken that level of that level of life insurance cover. But yes, you should seriously consider of taking adequate life insurance cover. And nowadays, a very good insurance product is available in the market, which was not available at least in my times. In my times, only 2 types of life insurance cover products are available. That were money back and endowment life insurance cover policies. But nowadays, Dr. Monica, a true insurance product is available in the market that is suitable for you people who are young. That insurance product name is term insurance, TERM, term insurance. TERM, term insurance. Term insurance is a genuine insurance product where you can take adequate life insurance cover by paying a very small amount of premium every month. So, suppose your age is between 25 to 30. Then you can take a life insurance cover of 1 crore rupees by paying a monthly premium of hardly 400 or 500 rupees, which anybody can afford, But if you go for the money back or endowment life insurance cover, which LIC agent will force on you because they get higher commission in money back and endowment. So they will not discuss about the term insurance. If you discuss with them about the insurance, life insurance, they will tell you, ma'am, endowment is the best one. Money back policy is the best because they get very high commission of that. Literally 35% of your annual premium goes to them in the first year. And after that, every year they get 7% or 8% commission on your premium. That is why they don't push for the term insurance. They will push for the money back and endowment. But truly speaking, young people like you should go for the term insurance only. So first thing is kindly take adequate life insurance cover. Second request about the security is kindly take adequate health insurance cover. Life insurance cover is different and health insurance cover is different, Dr. Monica. Generally, people get confused. But when I have taken life insurance cover, why I should take health insurance cover? No, both are different products and both serve different purposes in our life. Health insurance cover serves in our life that in case of some medical emergency, some disease is discovered in my body, very serious disease, or some accident happens all of a sudden, then where I will be forced to go? I will be forced to go to the best nearby hospital available. And where I will be going willingly, Dr. Monica, unfortunately, governmental health system is not up to mark in our country. Unfortunately, which it should be, but it is not. Then
Yes, sir. I truly agree with your statement.
Then where will we be going? We will be going to private hospitals only. But in private hospital, problem is different. They charge exorbitantly. If you remain in a private hospital for 10, 12, 15 days, they may raise a bill of 10, 12 lakhs from where that money will come. But if we have health insurance cover, then all my hospital expenses will be paid by the insurance company to the hospital directly. I will go to the best hospital, get the best treatment, come home recovered without paying a single penny. That is the purpose of having health insurance cover. And nowadays, a very good and unique health insurance cover policy is available in the market. The name of that policy is Floater Health Insurance Cover, FLOATER, Floater. Floater Health Insurance Cover. It is also called Umbrella Health Insurance Cover. The uniqueness of this policy, Dr. Monica, is that in this policy, when you take this health insurance cover, of course, your name will be included in that policy. But apart from your name, you can include the name of your spouse, your husband or wife. You can add the name of your children. You can even add the name of your parents or in-laws. So in one singular health insurance cover policy, that is Floater Health Insurance Cover, all members of the family are covered. If anything happens with any member of the family and medical need arises with any of them, they can go to the best hospital available nearby, get the best treatment, come home recovered without paying anything. But if you don't have health insurance cover and medical emergency arises, you will have no option but to go to the hospital from where the 10, 12 lakhs of hospital bill will be coming. Either you will have to withdraw some money which you have deposited somewhere, or you will force to take loan from relations or friends. And that both will be painful. So to avoid that, kindly take adequate health insurance cover. And the definition of adequacy here is, if you are in metro city, you should take a health insurance cover of around 25, 30 lakhs for your family. But if you are in 2-tier or 3-tier cities, then you can take a health insurance cover of around 15 lakhs for the family. That is Floater Health Insurance Cover. And here again, for both life insurance cover and health insurance cover, premium is directly related to your age. Kindly mind it. Premium is directly related to your age. And Dr. Monica, and I will request your HOD also, and 2 faculty members, kindly keep your videos on, because it gives a different feeling when all videos are off. So, second thing is, take adequate health insurance cover for the whole family. Now, third and last thing I want to tell about security is, every family must develop and have an emergency fund of around 5 to 7 lakhs with them. Naturally, you will ask me, sir, what is the purpose of having emergency fund? Naturally, you will ask me, what is the purpose of having emergency fund? Dr. Monica, you have been very lucky. You continue to get salary from your institute during pandemic.
Yes, sir. I'm very fortunate.
But unfortunately, you are well aware that lakhs of people didn't lost their job. Exactly. Lakhs of people have got substantial reduction in their salaries. Businesses were closed. Professions were closed. Lakhs of people have passed through a very, very tough time, particularly finances, because we had not dreamed that such situation will arise in our lifetime, when we will be confined in our home for months together. And one more thing you might be knowing, this corona has not yet gone. It is still there. Newer and newer viruses are coming. Again, very serious or dangerous virus may come again, or some other disease may again erupt in near future. So to safeguard our interest, that in case such situation arises in future, every family must have 5 to 7 lakh rupees as emergency fund, that in case my job loss for temporary period, or or I am not able to earn because of corona, because of any conditions, at least I am able to manage my monthly expenses or my family expenses for 1 year. That is the purpose of developing an emergency fund by every family. And I know 5 to 7 lakh is not a small amount for all of us. It is a big amount. But we can develop this amount over a period of time, maybe 3 years, maybe 4 years, maybe 5, and slowly. But once you develop this fund, kindly make a promise with yourself that we and my family will never use this fund for any other purpose except for the emergencies. Because Dr. Monica, temptation will always be there. Once you have 5-7 lakh rupees in your as emergency fund, your family may force you to go on vacation. Your family may force you to go on for some celebration. That is very natural. But no, you have to exactly whatever it may be.
Yeah.
But you have to commit with yourself. No, Baba, no, I will never use this amount for any other purpose except for the emergencies. This discipline and this commitment have to be there. So these 3 things, I again repeat, every earning member must develop within when they start earning in first or second year. First is adequate life insurance cover. Second is adequate health insurance cover for the whole family. And third one is emergency fund of around 5 to 7 lakhs for the family. And all these 3 things, Dr. Monica, will give you security only. Mind it. It is not related to your prosperity. But I again repeat, first you have to develop security. Because security is paramount. And once security is in place, then you definitely must think about the prosperity. Now I come to the next point, that is prosperity. And for that, I just ask you, Dr. Monica, what is the main source of money for all of us? People like you and service class people like you, what is the main source of money?
The main source of money is up to me. Today is my earnings.
Salary, na?
Yeah, salary. Yeah.
Salary is your main source of money for most of us. And what we do with the salary, Priya ma'am? A majority of our salary goes into taking care of our monthly expenses.
Basic needs, yeah.
Monthly expenses, grocery, travel, EMI, education expenses, lot of other things. So a majority of our salary goes into taking care of our monthly expenses. But Dr. Monica, you might have observed, we Indians have a unique DNA. We all Indians have unique DNA. What is that?
Savings.
Exactly. We don't spend all the money we earn. We sincerely try to take away some money. Sincerely try. Even a person who is earning 10,000 rupees a month will sincerely try to save 500 or 700 rupees out of their income. And the money which we don't spend out of our income, as you just mentioned, we call it savings. Bachat. It is called savings. And so we all save. We all save. Nothing new I am telling to all of you. We Indians have a typical DNA. And you might not be aware. Indians, Priya Lakshmi ma'am, Indians are still one of the best savers in the world. We as a community, we are the best savers in the world. So we save it. But one thing lacks with all of us. I don't know whether it lacks with Dr. Monica and Dr. Priya Lakshmi ma'am, but it lacks with most of the Indians. What is that? We do save, Dr. Monica, but we are casual about saving. Casual in the sense, this month I might have saved 10,000. Next month it might be 8,000. Third year it might be 12,000. Again, fourth month it might be 5,000. So we are not regular about saving, but I want to tell you one thing. And that is very important, a very simple thing. Kindly identify an amount of saving which you can comfortably save out of your income. I am leaving it to you. I am not prescribing that you should save 20%, you should save 30%, you should save 40%. What I am saying is, please identify amount of saving which you can comfortably save. Suppose you say that your monthly income is 50,000 and your monthly expenses are 40,000. Then what you indirectly are saying is that you can save 10,000 a month. then my request is very simple but emphatic. Kindly save this 10,000 upfront. Upfront in the sense, the moment you get the salary, first take it away. Then whatever remains with you, you take care of your monthly expenses. So this is the basic thing I want to tell all of you. Kindly identify an amount which you can save and then religiously save that amount, come what may. Dr. Monica, it is not easy, I know. Temptation and pressure will be there. But
exactly, sir.
But at the same time, it is not impossible. It is possible.
Initially, it is very hard, sir, but definitely we can. Come to the practice, definitely we can make it.
Once you develop a practice or habit, whatever you say, and you commitment is very important. You commit it with yourself. Come what may, I will save this amount. Then it is possible. Then it is not impossible. So
I trust that a complete practice becomes a habit a day.
Absolutely. So kindly save that amount religiously every month. This is first request of mine. Second request is with regard to saving, kindly keep increasing your saving minimum by 10% every year. That is equally important. And how it is possible, Dr. Monica? Every year you get increment. Every year you get some allowances increase, and your income keep increasing.
So as the income increases, the percentage of money also keeps increasing.
With the increase in income, you must increase your saving every year, and ideally it should be 10% every year. Suppose this year you are saving 10,000 a month, next year it must be 11,000 a month. And third year, it should be 12,100 every year. It is. I know it is very tough, but again, I am very clear it is not impossible. But Dr. Monica, we have to go for the discipline and commitment ourselves. And if you do these three things in your life, I am telling to all the participants, even the students, they should realize the importance of this. If you do these three things in your life, identify an amount of saving, religiously saving that amount every month, and then keep increasing saving every year by 10%, I can promise you that down the line after 10-15 years, you will have least financial problem in your life. So that commitment is required. So kindly save, regularly save, and keep increasing save. This is the first step. Now the question arises, we are saving, we are savers, we are saving. Most of us are doing like that only. Whatever we have just discussed, okay, Baba, we will also discuss this as well. Now the next question arises, what we do with the savings which we do every month? What do we do? There are two options with you, Dr. Monica. One option is, which a foolish people like me will only do. What is that? I am religiously saving every month, whatever amount I am saving. But what nonsensely I am doing it, I am taking out that money from my bank account where I am getting salary and putting that money in currency form at home every month. I am counting and I am very happy. Oh, every month money is increasing and I am very happy. Or I am just leaving that amount in my bank account. I want to warn all of you, never, never, never do this. Because it is a gross injustice to yourself, to your family, and to your country as a whole. Because making savings and putting saving at home in currency is a totally foolish act.
Exactly.
Naturally, then you will ask me, sir, what to do then? Yes, second option is available with all of us. What is that? Kindly put your savings, number one, into acquisition of some assets, value of which will increase in future. I again repeat, kindly put your savings into, number one, acquisition in some assets, value of which will increase in future. And number two, put your savings into some financial instrument which will give you regular and periodical return in future. And the process of putting our savings into some assets or in financial instrument, Dr. Monica, you must be aware what we call it. It is called investment. It is called investment. So saving is the first step, investment is the second step. You should not only have to be a religious saver, but you should also be a regular investor. And Dr. Monica, if you save and don't invest, then better not to save. Enjoy with your money. Enjoy with your money.
Sir.
Yeah.
I feel that you have told initially a process of making your money to earn by itself. I hope this is the right term of investment where I have saved and invested to gain my money from my money. I hope.
Absolutely. Very right. Thank you. So we should not only be savers, but we should also be investors. So saving is the first step and investment is the second step for your prosperity. And Dr. Monica, both the steps are necessary. If you save and don't invest, then purpose will not be served. And if you save, and from where you will invest until you save. So saving is important, but investment is equally important. So we are all investors also. We are not only savers, we are investors. You must be putting your money somewhere. Everybody who is earning must be putting their money in one or other product. So we are all investors also. But one thing I don't know whether you will agree with me or I don't know whether HOD had left the program. If he is there, I don't know whether she will agree with me or not. One thing is common with most of the middle class, salary class person. Most of us, we do save, we do invest. But despite saving and investment, most of the middle class, salary class person, Dr. Monica, unfortunately, most of the middle class, salary class person, they just remain money accumulators in their life. They don't become wealth creators. Kindly understand, this is very important. Most of us, despite saving and investment, we just remain money accumulators. We don't become wealth creators. So, first we should understand that, Dr. Monica. Surja Talukdar, I will take your questions once my session is over. Please put your hand down. So, once we should first understand what is the difference between money accumulation and wealth creation. Then we will go, and for making you understand the difference between money accumulation and wealth creation, I will again give you some very simple example, and kindly permit me to take your name in that example again. Example is very simple, Dr. Monica. Example is bank fixed deposit, bank FD. Why I have taken bank FD example, Dr. Monica? Because even your students are aware about the bank FD. They may not have done FD, but their parents must have done it. They are aware about the bank FD. Suppose, Dr. Monica, you have got 1 lakh rupees with you. Of course, you have more than 1 lakh rupees, but suppose for the example's sake, suppose you have 1 lakh rupees with you and you go for a one year bank FD, 1 year bank fixed deposit with a good thing. And present rate of interest, Dr. Monica, you might be aware, is around 6%, 5.5. It is around 6%. So you go for a one year bank FD. After 1 year, when I meet you and just ask you, Monica ma'am, what happened to your bank FD? Monica ma'am is very happy. She is smiling. What she says, that she has earned 6,000 rupees as bank interest. Am I right? That you have earned 6,000 rupees as bank interest income and you are happy. When I ask you, Monica ma'am, are you right? You definitely say, yes, I am absolutely right. You can see my passbook. I have entry of 6,000 credit as bank interest and my money has been given back by the bank. Yes, you are right. Monica ma'am, you are right, but you are not right. Why you are not right? You simply ignored two very important factors which you must not have ignored while analyzing return on your bank FD. Bank FD is also an investment, Monica ma'am, you will agree with me. So the 6,000 you earned was your or is your notional return only. It is not your real return. Can you understand the difference what I am saying now? 6,000 you earned is your notional return only, because you have to factor in two very important factors. while analyzing return on your investment? The first factor, Monica ma'am, is inflation, mehengai. We talk about the inflation day in, day out. Even today morning, you might have hot discussion in your staff room about the inflation. Oh, Baba, prices are going up. Petrol prices are going up. Everything is going up. So we experience inflation day in, day out, but we don't factor it in investment return metrics. And so first we should understand what is inflation. Monica ma'am, simply speaking, inflation is nothing but increase in the prices of goods, item or services over a period of time. Am I right? Simply speaking,
Yes, sir.
inflation is nothing but increase in the prices of goods, item or services over a period of time. So last year when you were going for bank FD, Dr. Monica, instead of going for bank FD, had you not gone for the bank FD, and you could have purchased some other items, some services, for 1 lakh rupees. So would you be able to purchase same item, same goods, same services after 1 lakh rupees at 1 lakh rupees, Dr. Monica? Would you be able to get same item, same services after 1 year? No, it will not be possible. Because of inflation, prices of those items, goods have increased. Suppose the inflation rate has been 5%. Suppose. Then what does it mean? That last year, whatever you could have purchased from 1 lakh rupees, for the same those items, after 1 year, you will need to pay not 1 lakh rupees, but 1,05,000 rupees. Am I right? Because the inflation rate has been 5%. Now you see the proposition, you are very happy when you earn 6,000. But in reality, Dr. Monica, out of 6,000, 5,000 has been eaten by the inflation. Understand it very carefully. Out of 6,000, 5,000 has been eaten by the inflation, because same goods are now available not at 1 lakh rupees, but 1,05,000. Now there remains 1,000, and Dr. Monica is still happy. Okay, no problem. Inflation might have beaten by 1,000, but still I have thought I have got 1,000 rupees. No, there is another factor, Dr. Monica. And what that factor is? Most of the income and return are taxable under Income Tax Act. You might be aware. Government of India takes income tax on or some capital gain tax on our income and return. And in the case of bank FD, Dr. Monica, you might not be aware. Whatever you earn as bank interest income on FD is taxable as per your slab. 10,000 exemption and for bank interest is allowed only on saving bank account, Dr. Monica, not on bank FD. Mind it. If you are not aware, you should understand it. So whatever you earn as bank FD interest, you will need to pay income tax as per your slab. Suppose you are in 20% bracket, then what does it mean? That you will need to pay 20% on 6,000 as well. And what is 20% of 6,000, ma'am? 1,200. So 1,200 you will need to pay as income tax also. And now, Monica ma'am, because of technology, all such information is available with the income tax department. Earlier, typically what was happening, at least in my times, we were not paying income tax on such income. Arey Baba, who will come from income tax department to collect those income tax? But now, because of technology, all such information is automatically available with them. So if you don't include your income in your income tax return, there is a possibility you might get a notice from the income tax department. Dr. Monica, you had earned 6,000 and you were liable to pay 1,200. You didn't pay 1,200 and penalty also. So now you see the proposition. Initially, you are very happy when you earned 6,000. But in reality, Dr. Monica, out of 6,000, 5,000 has been eaten by the inflation, and 1,200 you had paid as income tax. Did anything remain with you? Nothing. Rather, 200 rupees has gone out of your pocket. In reality, notionally you are right. You got 6,000, but in reality, you got nothing. I take this example forward. Suppose the interest rate is 8%. Suppose bank interest FD is 8%. In that scenario, Dr. Monica, you will earn 8,000 as bank interest income. Again, keeping inflation at 5%, out of 8,000, 5,000 will be eaten by the inflation. Again, 20% income tax on 8,000, that is 1,600. You will pay as income tax. But even after that, Dr. Monica, there remains 1,400 out of 8,000. That 1,400 is your real income. Understand it very carefully. That 1,400 is your real income. And now I want to tell you very honestly and bluntly to all the participants, if you are not able to earn real return on your investment, the purpose of investment is defeated. So the real return formula is very simple. If you want to note down, you can note down. Real return equal to notional return minus inflation minus tax liability. Again, I repeat, real return equal to notional return minus inflation minus tax liability. In the first scenario, Dr. Monica, when you earn 6,000, you got nothing as real return. Rather 200 rupees went out. But in second scenario where the interest rate was 8%, you earned 1,400. And mind it, this real return is going to create wealth for you. Wealth creation is possible only when you earn real return on your investment. So when you go to the home today, Dr. Monica, next Sunday, take your all investment papers, details before you. Analyze whether you are earning some real return on your investment, and never be satisfied with your notional return. Never. Because notional return is not going to serve the purpose. I think you have got understanding what I want to convey to all of you. Real return is a must for your prosperity, and we must earn real return on our investment. Now, the next question arises, what is the reason, Dr. Monica? What is the reason that most of the middle class, salary class person just remain money accumulator? There must be some reason, na? Yes, there is reason. And that reason lies not somewhere else, Dr. Monica. That reason lies in our mind. What is reason? Most of the middle class, salary class person don't want to take any risk in their life. Arey Baba, no. We don't want to take any risk. We want to go for safe investment. But unfortunately, Dr. Monica, I don't know whether you will agree with me or not. There is no real term safe investment. It is an illusion. Because in investment, risk is there. Understand it very carefully. In investment, risk is there, except in some governmental small saving scheme, which we will discuss after. But that is very few and far. So first understand that unfortunately, most of the middle class, salary class person don't want to take risk. But the fact of the life is that risk is there in investment. You can't avoid it. Risk in some product, risks may be higher. In some product, risks may be moderate. In other products, risks may be low, but risk is always there. But now the question is, please accept that in investment, risk is there. And I am talking particularly to young people like you and your students. Those who are above 50 may not take risk, but I am more focused on you and your students. So the first, accept that risk is there. Because once you accept, then the next question which will come in your mind, Dr. Monica, is how I can manage my risk. Naturally, it is very natural. When risk is there, the second question which will come in your mind, Gopaya sir, how I can manage my risk? How I can manage my risk? This question is very valid. And my dear participants, I want to tell all of you, we can manage your risk. Yes, risk is there, accept it. But we all can manage risk, our risk in management, in investment. And how we can manage your risk, Monica ma'am? I am just sharing a very small two-word formula to all of you. Kindly note it down. But simply noting it down on the paper is not going to serve the purpose, Dr. Monica. Mind it. The formula has to be set in your mind. The formula has to be practiced. Only then you can better manage your risk. So we first accept risk is there, but we can manage your risk. How? Just a small formula I am sharing with all of you to manage your risk. Priya ma'am, think, understand and invest. Two words, Monica ma'am, I have used here. Think, understand and invest. The first word I have used here is think. What I have to think? I have to think two things about myself. First thing is, what is my risk appetite? What is my risk-taking capacity? What is my risk tolerance? It is one and same thing. How much risk I can take? And Dr. Monica, every individual has got different risk appetite. Every individual. You have got different one. Priya ma'am has got different one. Other participants who are faculty members have got different one. Why? Because our income is different, our age group is different, or our family obligations are different, our social structure is different, or upbringing is different. So everything is different. So kindly mind, every individual has got different risk appetite, firstly. And one thing comes out of it. Very common blunder we all do. I don't know whether you have done it or not, but most of us, we have done this blunder. What is that? We follow others while taking investment decision, which we should never, which we must not. Typically, what happened, Dr. Monica? Suppose Priya ma'am is a very smart investor, he is very senior to you, and you go to her room and she is filling some application form, and you say, ma'am, what you are doing? She says that she is investing some money. It is a very good investment product. What typically, normally you will say to her, ma'am, I've also got some surplus money I want to invest. I will also invest in that product. This we all do. All middle class, salary class person. हिंदी में बोलूँ ये भेड़ चाल होती है. हम सब भेड़ चाल करते हैं. एक कर रहा है दूसरे ने भी कर दिया कोई. But that is a blunder. We must not follow others while taking our investment decision, because their risk is different, my risk is different. So a product might be suitable for them, which might not be suitable to you. So never follow others while taking investment decision. This is the first thing. Now, second thing is, even your risk appetite, Dr. Monica, keep changing with the age. It is not stagnant in your life. Throughout your life, it will not remain same. It will keep changing. And to make you understand this concept, I am just coining a new idea to you. That is active life. Active life simply means when you start earning and when you get retired. In between life is your active life. Normally it starts around 25 years. And normally it completes with 60 years when you get it. Normally speaking. Normally. People might get employed even before 25. Or they may continue even after 60. But normally speaking, the active life is between 25 to 60. I am dividing this active life into three phases. First phase is between 25 to 40. And fortunately, I can make out from your face, Monica ma'am, you are in the first phase. That is between 25 to 40. Then second phase is 40 to 55. And third phase is beyond 55. The first phase you are in, Monica ma'am, I want to tell you, all of you, those who are all faculty members who are young like you, I want to tell all of you, listen me very carefully. This is the golden period of your life. This is the golden period of your life. Kindly make best use of it. Why I am saying this? Firstly, you have started earning. But relatively, your liabilities are very low, very small. Either you have not married, if married, children are not there, even children, they are very small. So you have got lesser liabilities in that phase of life. So in this phase of life, you can save as much as you can. Or you should try to save as much as you can. This is the first request I want to make all of you. Secondly, you should take some risk. You can take some risk. Why I am telling you? Because you have got time horizon with you. You have got 30-40 years to go for you. If you commit some mistake, suppose you commit some mistake today in investment, okay, let it be. You can rectify that mistake because you have got a cushion of time. You have got a cushion of period. You have got time to 30-40 years to rectify your mistake. But I don't have, Monica ma'am, I don't have that luxury because time is not with me. I don't have 30-40 years with me. So for you, again, I repeat, this is the golden period of your life. Start saving as much as you can, firstly, and then start investing your money in such a manner that your focus should be only and only on maximum return on your investment, even by taking some risk. But that risk has to be calculated, Dr. Monica. That risk has to be according to your risk appetite. Mind it. So you should take risk. Rather, I am encouraging you to take risk, but that should be according to your risk appetite. So in this phase of life, kindly keep focusing on getting maximum real return. Real, I am underlining, and I will not explain now what is real and what is notional. I have already explained. So you should continue to earn maximum real return on your investment. Now comes the second phase, Dr. Monica. That is between 40 to 55. In that phase of life, of course, your income will increase, but so will be your liabilities. Children will be grown up. Lot of things will be happening in your life. So lot of liability will keep increasing in that phase of life. So in that phase of life too, you should continue to have focus on real return. But at the same time, Dr. Monica, additionally, you should keep an eye on the liquidity of the money aspect. Why? Because in that phase of life, you will need money at lot of times, Priyanka ma'am. Lot of things will be happening in your life between 40 to 55. So you will need huge money at different intervals. So in that phase of life, you should continue to focus on real return, plus keep an eye on liquidity. Now comes the last phase, that is beyond 55. And Monica ma'am, when you enter into the third phase of life, our thinking automatically changes. Are Baba, no, I am not interested in real return. I am more interested in keeping my money safe, which I have accumulated from 25 to 55 years. My focus changes here. What I simply will focus on, that whatever money I have saved, whatever money I have accumulated in 25 to 55 period, that money should be safe. That is my main concern there. So your life, your risk appetite keep changing in different phases of life. And your all investment decision has to be as per your risk appetite. This is the first thing I want to tell, to think about yourself. Second thing is, you should think about the time horizon of investment. Time horizon of investment, that is equally important. Because typically what happens, we don't give importance to this aspect, Monica ma'am. What we do, whenever we get money, we invest it. But you should realize and you should appreciate that you will need money in life, not in one go. You will need money at different intervals for different milestones in your life. So time horizon of investment is very important. And to explain time horizon, I want to request you one thing to all of you. Next Sunday, kindly spare 1 hour for me. Next Sunday, give me 1 hour, and don't worry, I'm not coming to your home. What I am requesting you, request your family members to be with you. All family members to sit with you. Have a paper and pen. On paper, make 3 columns. First column, second column, and third column. First column, second column, and third column. In the first column, Monica ma'am, after discussions with your family members, jot down what are the milestones in your life. And what are the common milestones, I just point out to you. What are the common milestones in your life, Monica ma'am? for the middle class, salary class person, what are the common milestones? The first milestone is marriage. Marriage is the first milestone. Am I right? Marriage is the first milestone. Then after marriage, birth of the children, celebration naturally. Then third one is admission of the children in a good public school. Then fourth one might be purchase or acquisition of house for the family. That is very natural. Every family will wish to have their own house. Then fourth one might be purchase or acquisition of four-wheeler if you have not got so far. Then after one more milestone, Monica ma'am, nowadays is there, which was not in my times, but now it is for young generation, that milestone. What is that? Vacation. Every family want to go on vacation. Every family. Your family will force to go out of Andhra Pradesh. They will like you to go to Kerala, Maharashtra, Rajasthan, and why limit to India only? Go beyond India, Switzerland, USA, naturally. It is Europe. That is very natural. So vacation has also become an important milestone. Then after some years, when your children are grown up, what will be the next milestone, Monica ma'am? Higher education and professional education of children. That is very important milestone for the middle class, salary class family. Every individual PKV, sir, every middle class family would like to give the best higher education to their children. Am I right? Then once when education is over, what is next one? Marriage of the children. Very natural. Once their education is over, you will think of their marriage. And after marriage, if time will come, Dr. Monica, when you get retired. So retirement life is also very important milestone. Retirement life is also very important milestone. And I don't know, Dr. Monica, you have pension in your institute. Most of the institutions don't have pension. Even government doesn't have pension now. So how will you live in your retirement life? How you will survive in retirement? And nowadays retirement life is going long and long. Normally people live up to 70, 80, 85. So even when you retire at 60, 25 years, you will have to live in retirement. And in retirement life, Monica ma'am, you are aware, regular income will not be there. They will not be getting salary. Pension is not there. Then how to survive? For that, what we normally do, we accumulate a lot of money for the retirement life, including our superannuation benefits, which we get from the employer when we get retired. We club all those things, invest somewhere, get some return, and we survive. That is the normal course of living in retirement life. Shri Veshru sir, I think I am right as far as retirement life is concerned. We normally, those who don't have pension, typically will accumulate huge amount for that and then live. So note down in the first column, Monica ma'am, note down in the first column what are your milestones, and I give you liberty. Whatever you want to add, you can add on. That is, I leave it to you. In the second column, against each milestone, start putting the period when this is likely to, when these milestones are likely to happen in your life. Again, idea only. Suppose somebody said that I am not married, but I am likely to be married after 2 years. Against marriage, put it 2 years. Likewise, 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, 5 years, 10 years, 15 years, 20 years, 25 years, 30 years. Against each milestone, start putting the period when that milestone is likely to happen in your life. Now, very important thing I am not telling now. In the third column, against each milestone, Dr. Monica, start putting the money which you will need for each milestone. Again, an estimate only, precisely you can't do. Suppose somebody said that he is not married, he is likely to be married after 2 years. Marriage expenses will be taken care of by their parent, but still honeymoon package will have to be purchased by you. So take it 5 lakhs rupees. Suppose you say that honeymoon package is 5 lakhs, put it 5 lakhs. But Monica ma'am, in reality, it will not be 5 lakhs. Because today you may think that it will be 5 lakhs, but after 2 years, it will not be 5 lakhs. It might be 5.50 lakhs or so. Because of inflation, price of that package will increase. So in all your factors, please keep in factoring inflation also. Start putting the money against each milestone. Two very important thing I want to tell you about, two very important milestones in your life. The first important milestone, Monica ma'am, you will agree with me, is higher education and professional education of children. And suppose, Monica ma'am, I just ask you one very simple question. What good MBA degree costs from a very good reputed MBA institute? Today, 2-year MBA degree, I think it costs around
10 to 12 lakhs.
Well, you are very conservative. Ideally speaking, it is around 20 lakhs because hostel, lot of other expenses will also be there.
Sir. On-site projects, everything. Yes, sir.
Everything, it will be around 20 lakhs. Monica ma'am, have you imagined when your children will grown up after 25 years, how much the same MBA degree will cost after 25 years? It will cost you not less than 2 crore rupees. Not less than 2 crore, rather more than that. So a MBA degree which is costing 20 lakhs today will cost you 2 crore rupees when your children will go for the higher education. And suppose you have got 2 children, then how much you will need to spend? 4 crore rupees only for the higher education of the children. Put it 4 crore against the higher education. Then 1 crore minimum for their marriage age. Am I right? Around 1 crore for their marriage age. Then last one is, Monica ma'am, last one is retirement life. So how much corpus, I'm very important thing now I'm telling you. How much corpus you should develop for your retirement life, Monica ma'am. Suppose you are at 30 today. Suppose you are 30 today and you say that your monthly expenses are around 30,000. You are managing your monthly expenses around 30,000. Monica ma'am, when you become 60 after 30 years, have you imagined what will be your monthly expenses? Same standard of living. Because of inflation, you will need not less than 2 lakh rupees per month. At the age of 60, you will need 2 lakh rupees per month. Means around 25 lakhs per year. So how much retirement corpus you should develop? Have you ever thought of it? I just give you a formula. You should develop a retirement corpus of minimum 20 times of your annual expenses. Monica ma'am, your retirement corpus should be minimum 20 times of your annual expenses. If your annual expenses will be around 25 lakhs multiplied by 20, what it becomes? What it becomes? 5 crores. So you should develop a retirement corpus of not less than 5 crore. And that is minimum I am telling you. Because normally you will be living around 25, 30 years after retirement. So ideally speaking, 20 lakh is 20 times is the minimum. Ideally speaking, you should develop 30 times. That is around 7 to 8 crore for your retirement life only. So put it even 5 crores. Now I'm making it tough now. I want you to be scary. Just make the total of the last column. And Monica ma'am, you will be surprised, you will be scary that a middle class, salary class person who is around 30 today will need not less than 10 to 12 crore rupees for their milestones only. Normal middle class, salary class person, PKV sir, will need around 10 to 12 crore rupees for their milestones only. And Monica ma'am, I've excluded normal expenses from 30 years to 60 years. That is, I've excluded from where 10 to 12 crore rupees will come. Monica ma'am might be very lucky going to some big kuch show in some on TV, Amitabh Bachchan show, KBC, win 7 crore rupees. But then how many of us? Only 1 or 2? What about the others? What about the lakhs of people? Yes, now I can give you confidence to all of you. You all can have 10 to 12 crore in your life, provided you started seriously working right from today about your saving and investment. That is why I keep emphasizing in my session, please be alert. Whatever you have done, forget about that. Right from today, you should be very alert and aware about your savings and investment, because you will need 10 to 12 crore rupees, and all you can have, this promise I can make all of you, all you can have, this confidence I want to give you. And the chart which we have just prepared, Monica ma'am, first column, second column and third column. Can you tell me what is this chart? It is called financial plan. It is called financial plan. And PKV sir, I personally feel that financial plan is a must for every family. Every family must have their financial plan. And it is not a rocket science. It is very simple thing. We have just discussed. Make a paper, discuss with your family, make out the chart of the milestones, period, and then money. Financial chart is a must for your prosperity minded. It is very important. Why? Because once financial plan is in place, Dr. Monica, now the targets are very clear. Your money needs are very clear at what time, what money you will need. And once targets are clear, Monica ma'am, psychologists say that then an individual work hard to achieve those targets. Targets has to be clear and distinct. So first make the targets very clear. So please make your financial plan. I am requesting everybody, every participant must have their, whatever your age may be, whatever age you have lost, gone, forget about that. Wherever you are, wherever age group you are, kindly make your financial plan, because financial plan which give you a basic idea and targets to achieve and need of money which you will have in your life for your milestones. So the second thing is time horizon of investment through financial plan. And Monica ma'am, I have used the second word is, that is understand. First word was think, second word was understand. What we have to understand? We have to understand what the product is. What is the product where we are investing? Whether product suit as per my risk appetite or as per my time horizon. If the product doesn't suit as per my time horizon or risk appetite, product might be very good, but it is not suitable for me, very simply speaking. Very simple. So analyze the investment product according to a time horizon investment and then invest. One more thing now I want to tell about investment, and that is eighth wonder of the world. What is that, Dr. Monica? Rule of compounding. Rule of compounding is the eighth wonder of the world. The greatest scientist ever, Mr. Einstein, has told Monica ma'am that rule of compounding is eighth wonder of the world. And what is rule of compounding in investment? Simply speaking, you should understand very simply. You have to make a promise with yourself. Again, I am getting a lot of promises from you, because without promise and commitment, nothing will come out. Rest assured. So you have to make a promise with yourself that whenever and whatever return or income I earn on my investment, I will never use those return or income for my family affairs, for my family obligation, or for anything else. What I will simply do, I will club those return with my regular investment and reinvest it. Your return might be 5,000, your return might be 5 lakhs. It makes no difference. Whenever you earn, whatever you earn, it has to be clubbed with your regular investment and reinvested. It should never be used for your family affairs, for your family obligation, for your vacation, anything else. That commitment has to be there. And if you do this, if you religiously follow the rule of compounding, Monica ma'am, down the line after 15-20 years, you will be mesmerized that your return portion has become much greater than your original investment. But that will not happen today. That will not happen tomorrow. It will take time. It will take 15-20 years to. And so two very basic things comes about investment. First, investment wants your passion. You have to be passionate about investment, earning real return. And second is, investment wants patience from you. You have to be patient. You have patience that your money should grow, because it will grow. And mind it, investment success is not an event. It is a process. Generally, people want minting money in 1 day or 2 days or 1 year. It will not be possible most of the time. It will take time. But with the time, if you are consistent, if you are regular, definitely you will get good money. down the line in your life, and you will have least financial problem. So whatever we have discussed so far are the investment metrics, the importance of security, the importance of regular saving, the importance of putting saving into investment, managing or risk management, then the time horizon of investment, then financial plan, and lastly, rule of compounding. And I personally feel, Dr. Monica, that these are the basics for your investment success. If you don't follow these basic things in your investment, I don't think you will get success and you will be able to create wealth creation. Now, the second portion is very small, hardly 10-15 minutes more I will take. We will discuss where we should invest. What are the products available for the middle class, salary class person? Because that is equally important. We should know what are the products available for all of us. Yes. The first category of products available for us is governmental small saving scheme. The first category, Dr. Monica, is governmental small saving scheme. And one of the foremost governmental small saving scheme, Dr. Monica, which if you have not done so far, you have missed something. You must start that scheme. That is called Public Provident Fund, PPF. Public Provident Fund is a very good scheme of the Government of India. And if you have not started a PPF, please do it at once in the month of April itself. It is a very good scheme of the Government of India. It is for 15 years. The tenure of the scheme is 15 years. Minimum you can deposit in this scheme, Dr. Monica, is 500 rupees a year. Maximum you can deposit is 1.50 lakhs. PPF account can be opened with any bank or post office. Now, online you can open if you have a bank account in your private bank. Online also you can open a PPF account and link with your SB account. So PPF account is a unique scheme of the Government of India. Minimum deposit is 500 rupees, maximum deposit is 150 lakhs. The scheme is for 15 years, but it can be extended beyond 15 years for another period of 5 years, another period of 5 years, another period of 5 years. And here again, two very small things I want to tell you. If possible, kindly deposit 1.50 lakhs, which is the maximum limit, at the beginning of the financial year before 5th of April. Why? Because if you deposit 1.50 lakhs at the beginning of the financial year, that is before 5th of April, Dr. Monica, you will get interest for the whole year. But because of any reason, you are not able to deposit 1.5 in one go. But then whenever you are depositing amount in this scheme, always remember you should deposit before 5th of the month. Because if you deposit after 5th of the month, interest will not be given to you for that month. So that will be marginal. But this marginal loss will multiply in 15 years. So I again repeat, PPF is a very good scheme. It is a AAA scheme, exempt, no tax at all at any level. The present rate of interest is 7.10%. And you will get reasonable return in this scheme. Second scheme in Government of India small is National Saving Certificate, NSC. I don't have time, so I will not elaborate each scheme. You can visit websites of these schemes and get the details. Second is NSC. Third one is Kisan Vikas Patra. And fourth one, Dr. Monica, if you have girl child at your home or any participant have girl child, a unique scheme is there for their education and marriage. That is called Sukanya Samriddhi Yojana. Sukanya Samriddhi Yojana. Very good scheme of the Government of India. And Government of India has promised, Dr. Monica, that they will always give highest return. They will give highest return in this scheme. And the present interest rate is 7.60%, which is not in any of the scheme of the Government of India. Minimum amount you can deposit annually is 250 rupees. Maximum amount is 1.50 lakhs. And for both PPF and Sukanya Samriddhi, income tax deduction is also allowed under Section 80C and other things. So Sukanya Samriddhi Yojana is a very good scheme for the girl child education and their marriage. Then post office and banks have got lot of savings and schemes which you can think of investing. Then Government of India also keep taking loan from the public, Monica ma'am, regularly. And for that, RBI has recently opened a portal. Name of the portal is RBI Retail Direct. RBI Retail Direct. You can visit the portal, understand the terms and conditions, get yourself registered, and then you can invest a small amount in that. Then after that, RBI also keep issuing taxable and tax-free bonds. RBI is also issuing taxable and tax-free bonds. You can also invest in that also. After that, Government of India undertakings get loan from the public regularly. And for that, government has started a new channel, Dr. Monica. That channel name is Bharat Bond 1 and Bharat Bond 2. Bharat Bond 1 and Bharat Bond 2. Now, these are all governmental schemes. And the beauty of these schemes, Dr. Monica, is there is no risk. No risk at all. Whatever government promises, you get that thing. Whatever government promises you, you get the return, plus on maturity, you get the money. Secondly, returns are reasonable, Dr. Monica. Not extraordinary returns are there, but without any risk. That is the beauty of this thing. And I personally feel, whether I don't know whether you will agree with me or not, I personally feel that a normal middle class, salary class person should invest around 15 to 20% of their total investment in governmental scheme. Around 15 to 20% of their scheme should invest in governmental scheme. Then after governmental scheme, Monica ma'am, all other investment products have got risk. Mind it. Now it should be very clear to all of you. Only in governmental scheme there was no risk. But apart from governmental scheme, all products have got risk. Degree of risk will always vary. But one thing I want to tell you here, you should not make investment all your money in one product only. You should try to develop a basket of investment. Means you should invest your money in different products. That will automatically balance your risk and sometimes increase your return as well. So you should develop a basket. So second product which is available for all of you is property or real estate. Property or real estate where you can invest. I am not an expert on property in the real estate. You can invite some other person who is an expert in property. They will give you idea how investment in property in real estate is made. But in property, risk is there. How much return you will get? Not certain. Would you be able to sell the property when you need the money? Not certain. And for property in real estate, Dr. Monica, you will need huge money. You can't make investment in 5 lakh or 10 lakhs. So property investment is available for you. Third product available for you, and I know you will definitely smile. You will feel very happy when I start talking about that product. That is gold. When I start talking about the gold, all my female participants have a different smile on their faces. Because historically, we Indian people have got fascination about the gold. It is right. Particularly your female members. All have got, oh, Baba, gold, no problem at all. What, as much as gold we can have, no problem at all. So gold is also an investment product, Monica ma'am. But historically, we had been investing in gold only in physical form, purchasing jewelry, purchasing biscuits. But now time has changed. You can invest in gold in digital form as well. No physical acquisition is required. And for that, Dr. Monica, I just want to mention a very good Government of India scheme is on. Government of India is no private scheme. Now note down that scheme name. Sovereign Gold Bond Scheme. Sovereign Gold Bond Scheme. Very good scheme of the Government of India, where government will give you a guaranteed return of 2.5%. 2.5% return you get, plus whatever appreciation in the gold price is there, that will also be given to you. So firstly, minimum investment you can make is 1 gram gold price. Maximum you can invest is 4 kg gold. And under this scheme, you can invest in digital, online and offline both. And to encourage you to invest online, Monica ma'am, government is giving additional discount of 50 rupees on each gram if you go on online investment. So try to invest on online. It is a very good scheme. Scheme is for 8 years, and if you remain in the scheme for 8 years, your tax liability will literally be zero. Very minimum tax liability. Because of capital gain benefit, you will need to pay no tax at all. But if you come out of the scheme after 3 years, then of course your tax liability will be there. So it is a very good scheme of the Government of India, and you should think of investing, and no physical gold will be given to you. Only a certificate from the Government of India will be given to you that Dr. Monica has this much of gold in our scheme. That's all. That certificate will suffice as far as investment. So gold is a very good investment option, and I personally feel 5 to 7% of our investment should go into gold. And apart from sovereign gold bond fund, ETF gold fund funds is also available. Then mutual fund have also got some mutual fund have also got some gold scheme. So the third option is, Monica ma'am, fourth and last option where you can invest is security market, share bazaar. But when you talk about the security market, 2-3 messages normally come in the chat box. Arey sir, we don't know how this share market works. It is sheer speculation. Market goes up and market goes down every day. We don't understand it. Somebody might have invested and they might have lost. So they have made a commitment that I will never invest in security market. Yes, Monica ma'am, he or she is right. Security market is knowledge-based market, very clearly speaking. Those who don't have knowledge of the market, I personally feel, and I will appeal them not to invest into security market directly, at least, because it is purely knowledge-based. But one thing I want to tell you, Monica ma'am, I don't know whether you are aware or not. Security market has given maximum return on your investment during last 35 years. Security market has given 15% average return, annual return. 15% average annual return, which no other product has given. Governmental scheme has given around 7 to 8% return. Real estate has given 8 to 9% return. Gold has given 5.5 to 6.5% return. But security market has given more than 15% average annual return. But again, kindly mind it, it is a knowledge-based market. If you don't have any idea, don't invest in security market directly. People say it is gambling. My dear, it is not gambling. I can prove it is not gambling. But of course, it depends upon your knowledge. You make it gambling. Most people, because people want to make money in a day or two, that is not possible at all. It is a long drawn battle. It is a long process through which you can make money in security market. That is why I am telling you, you have to be a long-term investor. You should not be a trader. You should not be a touch and go like thing in security market. If you invest in security market for long period, more than 5 years, 10 years, 15 years, 20 years, rest assured, I can assure you, you will have reasonably higher return on your investment. Monica ma'am, I don't have time, so I will not discuss security market in detail here.
Yes, sir, we understand.
Next time we will, if you give me time, we will discuss in detail technical session we can have on security market for your students.
Definitely, sir.
Next time we
Definitely,
can have that.
Sure.
But indirect way of investing in security market is mutual funds. This is the way of indirectly investing into security market. What is indirect? Why it is indirect, Monica ma'am? Because you are not directly investing. You are simply giving your money to the fund managers. They are technically called fund managers. And you are giving them to invest into security market. And why you are giving, Monica ma'am? Can you tell me why you are giving it? You are giving this because I don't have knowledge. I don't have time. They have knowledge, they have got experience, they have got time. That is why they are better placed to take more fruitful investment decision as compared to us. That is why I am giving it to them. Moreover, the scale of economy also benefits them because people like, if I am investing and lakhs of people like me are also investing. So they have huge corpus, so they can maneuver. They can maneuver according to their wishes and things. So, Mr. Sabjar, you see just a lot of people are complaining about the certificates. Kindly see their chat box messages and take care that they get certificate in time.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir. Okay, sir.
Because every time some people say that they don't get certificate. It is not fair on our part. All should get the certificate who have participated. So, Monica ma'am, mutual fund is a way where we are giving our money to the experts. But the purpose is very simple, Monica ma'am. It is not a social service. My purpose is very simple. I am giving it money to the fund manager with the firm hope and expectation that my money and it should earn maximum return, maximum income on my return. So it is not a social service. It is a pure proposition of giving money for getting maximum real return. There are three categories of the uniqueness of mutual fund, Monica ma'am, is that in mutual fund, schemes are there as per your risk appetite. If you are able to take higher risk, one scheme is available. If you are able to take moderate risk, other scheme is available. If you don't want to take high or moderate, even the minimum risk you want to take, then other schemes are available. So for all categories of investors, as per their risk appetite, mutual fund schemes are available. Likewise, Monica ma'am, for time horizon also mutual fund schemes are available. If you want to invest even for one night, understand it very carefully. If you want to invest even for one night, mutual fund schemes are available. That is called overnight funds, which will give you return even for a day. If you want to invest for 1 or 2 months, liquid funds are available, which will give you return in very short period. If you want to invest for 3-4 months, other schemes are available. If you want to invest for 6 months or 1 year, other schemes are available. If you want to invest 3 years, 4 years, 10 years, or 15-20 years, other schemes. So for different time horizon of investors, mutual fund schemes are available. So it is a product which is unique in the sense that as per your risk appetite, as per your time horizon of investment, there are schemes in which you can invest. In mutual fund, there are 3 major categories, Monica ma'am. One is equity fund. In equity fund, other is debt fund, and third one is hybrid fund. In equity fund, your money will be invested into the equity share of the corporate. Understand it very carefully. In equity fund, your money will be invested into the equity share of the corporate. And we all know in equity share, the volatility is there. Every day market goes up and down. Share price of equities goes up and down. So the risk is higher. So those who don't want to take high risk, equity fund is not suitable for them. But those who are in a position to take high risk, equity funds are more suitable to them. Secondly, in equity fund, if you have a time horizon of not less than 5 years, better not to invest in equity fund. But if you have a time horizon of more than 5 years, 5 years, 10 years, 15 years, 20 years, people like you who are quite young, those who can have longer horizon, Equity fund is a better proposition for all of you. Of course, risk is greater, Monica ma'am, but probability of getting higher return is also there. Again, no guarantee. There is no guarantee in mutual fund. I want to make it very clear. But the proposition goes on probability only. So in equity fund, risk is higher, but probability of getting higher return is also there. Likewise, in debt fund, your money will be given as a loan to the corporate. Kindly understand the difference here. Your money will not be invested in equity shares, Monica ma'am. It will be given as a loan to the corporates. When a loan is given, risk is lesser, but so is the return. Returns are reasonable in debt fund. The third category is hybrid fund. In hybrid fund, it is a unique proposition that some of your money will go to the equity funds and in equities of the corporates, and some of your money will go to the debt fund. So you are automatically balancing both your aspirations for return plus your risk appetite you are balancing. So it is an automatic balancing your risk, but at the same time aspiring for relatively higher return. So hybrid fund for those who wish to aspire for relatively higher return, but don't want to go blindly for the equity fund where return is relatively higher. You are equally balancing your risk. And in mutual fund, there are two plans, Monica ma'am. One is direct plan, other one is regular plan. In direct plan, you visit the website of the mutual fund company, which is technically called AMC. Go to the mutual fund company website, select the scheme, give your information, attach your document, attach your bank account. Online, you are invested. And direct plan is always beneficial to you, Monica ma'am, mind it. Those who are tech savvy, I will request all of you kindly to first try for direct plan. Because in direct plan, return will always be higher. Why? Because in regular plan, you will have to take the help of some mutual fund distributor or agent, and definitely they will get some some commission or fee for your help. So your return will always be lesser in regular plan. So kindly go for the direct plan. And nowadays, SEBI has given you a benefit that after some year, you can switch from regular plan to direct plan. That facility has also not now made available to the investors. The magic of the mutual fund, Dr. Monica. Now I want your attention of all of you for next 5 minutes only. Magic of the mutual fund is SIP, Systematic Investment Plan. SIP, Systematic Investment Plan. Monica ma'am, it is indeed a magic for a middle class, salary class person, because through SIP, you are regularly investing a particular amount, and the minimum amount you can start SIP, Monica ma'am, is 100 rupees only. That is why I keep encouraging your students, even your student should start an SIP of 100 rupees or 500 rupees out of their pocket money to get the flair of the mutual fund. And when they start earning after 2-3 years, by that time they will be mature enough to understand the concepts of mutual fund. So even your students should start an SIP of 100 rupees or 500 rupees, whatever they can. SIP is nothing but a recurring account. But Monica ma'am, if you regularly invest through a SIP over a period of time, you will develop a huge corpus. And for that, I am just sharing you one simple example to all the participants, Monica ma'am. Understand that example very clearly. This example is factual. It is not an illusion. It is not an illustration. It is a factual example. But at the same time, because of my limitation, I will not name the mutual fund company and mutual fund scheme, because that will be unfair advertisement of them. But facts are there. Monica ma'am, note it down very clearly. All participants, please note it down. One mutual fund equity scheme. Equity fund was started in 1995, Monica ma'am. In 1995, one equity fund was started. And a smart investor like Monica ma'am started investing 10,000 rupees per month in that scheme regularly. Every month you are investing 10,000 a month, right from 1995. Please note down the dates and period. That is very important. From 1995 onwards, you have been investing 10,000 rupees through SIP in that equity fund. Regularly you are investing till March, even April you have invested 10,000 rupees. And during that period, Monica ma'am, market might have gone up, market might have gone down a lot of times, but you never miss the SIP. Every month religiously you are investing 10,000 rupees. Monica ma'am, are you interested to know what now the corpus has become today? Are you interested to know? 10,000 rupees mutual fund every year, every month. The corpus has become 9.57 crore. 9.57 crore. That's the beauty and that's the magic of SIP. But what comes out of it? You should be a regular investor. You should not stop your SIP. Typically, what happens, Monica ma'am, when market goes up, people start investing into mutual fund and other security market. When market goes down, people get scary. They stop SIP or they take their money back even. Never do this. Because the magic will happen only when you invest your money through SIP for longer period, 10 years, 15 years, 20 years. And if you do it, I can promise you with my experience that you will have good corpus. And nowadays, a lot of people are starting taking their target oriented SIP. That is more than one SIP. So you can start more than one SIP as per your target. Lastly, two things I want to tell you, Monica ma'am. Of course, I would have told about the SIP and another thing, but time doesn't permit me. So lastly, I want to tell two things to you. Monica ma'am, and if your HOD ma'am is there and if she can open her video, I will be grateful. Or any senior faculty members as well. I will be grateful to all of you. Last 2 minutes only. In our country,
Yes,
there is
sir,
a
we have conveyed the video to be turned on. Surely they will be turning on.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Ma'am, in our country, there is a menace going on. And that menace is Ponzi scheme, chit fund and committees. Lot of people deposit their money in such fraud schemes. And I want to tell you, all of you, all these Ponzi scheme, chit fund and committees are fraud. Very blunt word I am using. Because they will promise you higher return. They will promise you doubling your money. That will never happen, Monica ma'am. They will simply vanish with your money. So you should never invest your hard-earned money in Ponzi scheme, chit fund and committees. And I know you will not be investing. You all are educated. But those who are commonly investing in those schemes, Monica ma'am, not you, but not the so affluent class of the society. Your peon, your driver, your milk vendor, your shopkeeper, your taxi driver, your rickshaw puller. Basically, they invest in those schemes. They come under temptation of doubling their money, which will never happen. To Monica ma'am, I will request your HOD, I will request your principal, kindly start a campaign through your students in your area. Educate and make people as much as you can that they should never invest their hard money in Ponzi scheme, chit fund and committees. If they don't know anything, okay, no problem. They should simply deposit their money in bank and post offices. At least their money will be safe. At least they will not be duped. HOD ma'am, this is your social responsibility because luckily we are educated. But in country, you know, crores of people are still not so educated. So we should save them from the clutches of those fraudsters. And last thing I want to tell you, HOD ma'am, through you to all the participants. Prosperity is your right. Every individual has got right to be prosper. Every individual. We all have got right to be prosper. We might have born into a poor family, Dean ma'am. We might have born, that is sheer incidental, that we might have born into a poor family. but we must not live as poor and we must not die as poor. And that is 100% absolutely possible, provided we start working on our savings and investment, which we discussed today. Thank you very much for giving me opportunity. So nice of you.
Thank you, sir. I trust the session was very...
Thank you, sir. Really, the session was wonderful. Monica ma'am, once again, the session was very much wonderful, sir. You have shared many ideas and views. Sure, as requested, we'll do that work, sir. And surely our students also will start moving with prosperity. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you very much. Now, any question from any participant, I will be happy to take those.
Sir, I have one question. As a student, how can they start their?
Ma'am, the student can start their investment journey simply by starting an SIP of 100 rupees or 500 rupees out of their pocket money. Because then over a period of time, they will understand how mutual fund functions. And before that, I will request all of you kindly read as much as you can, Monica ma'am. That is very necessary. And for that, I am sharing 3, 4, 5 good websites where a lot of material is available for investment. One is SEBI website. On SEBI website, and SEBI has gotten one additional website, investor website, where a lot of material has been put by the SEBI. So you kindly visit the website of SEBI and read that material. Second website is Amfi website, AMFI. On Amfi website, lot of material is available. Additionally, Amfi has uploaded lot of small videos, very 1 minute, 2 minute small videos. They are very useful for the students and even for your new investors to know about the concepts or mutual fund. So kindly go see those videos as well. Then after that, 3, 4 private websites are also, otherwise hundreds of websites available. But I am not marketing those private websites. Just for namesake, I am mentioning here. One website is Value Research. Value Research, very good websites where they have got lot of material on mutual fund. Then third website is Money Control, where people can read lot of material. And last one is ET Money, Economic Times Money. That website also have got lot of material and small videos where you can make use of it. So encourage your students to read more and more. Luckily, we have got lot of material on the website now. In our times, ma'am, you will appreciate nothing was available except books. Even books were not available. But nowadays, everything is available on websites and Google. So encourage your students to read as much as they can.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Thank you.
Definitely, sir. It was a wonderful session, and your speech or topic, what you have given was very enthusiastic. I trust the speaker who give very enthusiastic speak will gain the attention of good listeners. I hope everyone had a wonderful session and a wide knowledge over the financial advice what you have given for us for the younger generation till the senior citizen. I trust it was very useful, and I thank the management for providing us a wonderful opportunity over here today to have such a great person, Sharma sir, with his experience. He has shared a wonderful message to everybody, which strikes everyone's mind regarding the savings too. And I thank everyone who provide me opportunity today. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. I am thankful to all of you. On behalf of myself and on behalf of Amfi, I am thankful to you, your HOD ma'am, your dean ma'am, and your principal for giving me opportunity. And I would be very happy to come to your institute physically as well, when we can have more such sessions in physical form. And I am a special thanks to Mr. Sabjar Ahmed for making this happen. Mr. Sabjar, thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you. God bless you all. God bless you all.
Thank you all. Thank you for this wonderful, great session, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank